YouTube, what the fertilizer crap is going on? Welcome back to my forest, where no doubt the tree of bad jokes is going to continue to branch out and take root. I'll stop. Maybe. I'll think about it, actually. I'm not 100% convinced. Anyway, so Durthu managed to capture a bunch of stuff. It is kind of cool how the forest grows. Take that, you dwarf scum. Turned your mountains into the forest. I know, that's a grudging. So, Waterfall Palace. I'm kind of doing a few things okay, and then a few things here that need to be improved. Let's get an Azrite Forage. And the other building I'd like to have is the one here where we can train in a spell weaver. Is that what we call him? Yeah, spell singer. My bad. Spell singer. We're going to get the spell singer, and then we need to upgrade to this Grove of the Horse, which is funny because we're going to use it to get stags. But if you see here, none of these units require, well, these ones require amber, which is really odd. But for some reason, the Wild Rangers don't require amber, which is fantastic. Or the Wild Riders. Because I need the Wild Riders. They're an integral part of a successful elf army, in my opinion. Let's see what else requires amber, so I can plan out an army here. So, see, Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts also do not require amber. Deepwood Scouts, Deepwood Scouts with Swift Shiver, whatever that one is. Yes. Wait a minute, I thought Hawk Riders did require it, because I could have sworn I went to recruit these guys. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, the Hawk Riders don't require it either, which that's honestly pretty handy too. So we need to get another large settlement, and I'm kind of frustrated that these other factions own them, and I'd kind of like to kick the crap out of them. At least one of them. Let's see if these guys are allied to anybody, because they're not really being friends with me anyway. Let's see, they have a military ally with this other one, so if I declare war on them, I'm going to get them both. However, just the straight Wood Elves faction is not allied with anybody. Just a trade partner. So we might be able to come down here and take Kingsglade without getting too much blowback. Got Waterfall Palace building. We should be safe up here. Got a little bit of extra stuff coming in. Let's let Durthu spend the night here at Grimhold. I do think I'm gonna come take. Oh, well, look who's back. If it isn't Mr. Schema. Schemy McSkarsnik, come back to the forest. Well, Skarsnik's about to get pruned, people. Yeah, you're gonna get pruned down to size here, Mr. Skarsnik. I don't think that luck will save you this time. Numbers, should I say. Alright, Crooked Moon. Bunch of gits. Durthu is going to break you, and then he's going to mush you into a fine paste and use you to help the forest grow. Alright, here we go. Durthu angry, Durthu smash. Or, yeah, something like that. What does he say? I am Durthu all the time? Let's see. Actually, I have a huge ranged advantage, so let's set all these guys up. Got all my dryads. I need to get the Glade Guard with shields, and we'll have them as soon as we finish the Azrite Forge and a few other things. Alright, got some spears out here to the flanks. Durthu right here in the center, because that's where he belongs. Right in the center of the action. Let's take all these guys, hard group them, put these guys in a group just to make them easy to grab, and we'll do the same thing with Durthu. Alright. Set. Go. Let's do this thing. Move these guys up. Group 2. Group 3. Alright, so let's see. Skarsnik's in the back. Mostly just the spear guys, and there's skulkers hidden everywhere. Skulkers do a lot of armor piercing damage. I don't really have any units with a lot of armor. But I mean, there's still enough of them. I mean, my guys are not like offensive juggernauts. So even a unit like Skulkers could be fairly dangerous. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to get close enough to these guys to entice them to move forward with my bows. Alright, Durthu. I'm going to move up, move up, move up. What do I got here? I got Wissen's wild form. I think the overcast affects like a larger area. Ooh, here comes the fireball in from Skarsnik. Last time it killed it took off like half of Durthu's health. It was pretty ridiculous actually. There it was kind of a miss, fortunately, because of the terrain.
Our bows are yours.
I'm gonna push the bows up. I don't really know what you're saying, Durthu, but whatever. What's with the crappy range on that? 80 meters? Okay. Go for it, bows. Start shredding these goons. Yeah, that's right. Something Durthu. Got it. I want to hit the skulkers. What the? Shoot him already. I would have preferred you done it without shooting your own guys in the back. But whatever. Okay, I'm going to come through this little hole right here with Durthu. Okay. Let's bring some extra reinforcements over in here into the center so we can hold out. How did Durthu get caught here? There's the giant fireball. Durthu, it's just a few spears. Get through back here to Skarsnik, please. Alright, Durthu. Let's go for that nasty get. Let's get some reinforcements over here to hold the center down. I think we're getting a pretty good chunk of Skarsnik now. Let's take a couple of these guys and shoot across into this blob. And you all shoot across into that blob. Let's reinforce the center. Let's watch Durthu go after Skarsnik and Gobla. Like I said, this is the one meal that I don't think Gobla is capable of downing all in one bite. That sword is freaking awesome. Ain't no arguing with the facts there. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Take out that stupid goblin scum. Do you think... Oh, that's pretty sweet. Do you think Gobla makes good fertilizer since he's like so full of like all kinds of different nutrients from all the meals? Okay. Chase that punk off. There we go. Alright. I think that we've successfully composted Gobla here. I think the sad thing is he's faster than Durthu, which is kind of frustrating. Way to be slow. I mean, you're a tree. Nothing cries speed like a tree, right? These, yeah, we got some unbreakable, Wait a minute, wait. Remember when they're unbreakable, was it Durthu that has to prove that they are breakable? No, there's only 2 of them left, so I don't think he'll get to. That's pretty funny, right? In the last one, whenever the guys were unbreakable and Durthu smashed a bunch of them in half. Yeah. I took that in the literal meeting, and apparently the Goblin Lord didn't appreciate that. But yeah, your luck's run out, Skarsnik. You're scheming. Just run out. You shouldn't have skipped that herbology class. So there we go. We pushed back Skarsnik. We got the Rampager's standard, which gives extra charge bonus. I guess that's okay. I mean, I can't say I'm like blown away, thrilled for it, but okay. We got a little bit of cash. It's not a lot, but we should be able to. Yeah, let's punch up this Azrai armory, and then we'll start saving a little more cash from there on. Yeah, just like what you said. Durthu was a something like that. So we got this force one that gives us attack and defense. Kind of thinking about breaking out into Flock of Doom actually would be a really nice one to have, because we can cause an immense amount of damage with Flock of Doom. So I've kind of got some basic upgrades for all my troops to, you know, make them all a little bit better than your typical run-of-the-mill elf infantry, which is not very good. Hey, thanks for the assist there, actually, dwarfs. So Crooked Moon be destroyed, and we're supposed to raid Bordelot. Okay, I guess. Not really interested in such things, but I'll think about it. I'll take it under consideration and then quite likely ignore you. So I've moved back. Why are we so unhappy at Waterfall Palace, by the way? Difficulty level? Well, that makes sense. So we're not really unhappy at Waterfall. It's just the artificially inflated difficulty level. There's some things I like about Very Hard. Like, I like that the AI is more aggressive. It kind of plays out against you more. But then there's other things like that that are just kind of like, really? That's how we make the game hard, is we just inflate a statistic against you? Okay. Whatever makes you feel happy there. We'll work against it. Alright, these guys are just ripe for the destruction, I think. So I'm gonna come cleanse the forest of them. But we just want to make sure that they haven't made any last-second alliances that I should know about, and they have not. So I'm gonna grab me another forest dwelling here because there's some buildings that I really want. Ah, sweet, we can get spell singers now, and that's important. That's a big deal. And we will pick one up. Well, in fact, let's go ahead and pick one up if we can get the right one. I want to get a spell singer, Lore of Life. Fantastic. Well, I'm trying to remember shadows too. Where's the let me remind me what's in shadows. Okay, blah blah blah, melee attack, magical damage. Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna go life. I want the healing spells. This stupid one seems like a good idea. So I get to choose between stupid and maimed arm. This one's armless, sir. Golly, man, CA got me there. Oh my gosh, really? That was dumber than one of my jokes. And that's saying something. Chance of being wounded after failure plus 2%. Well, I guess you're just going to get wounded. I don't want no maimed arm. That joke was just so bad I can't take it. Alright, I think we're set. Let's end the turn and get ready. It's treason season near King's Blade as Durthu moves in on Orion's faction here. You might hear little Air doing some chatting. I'm kind of watching him tonight. That's just his monitor there, so if he does get too upset, I may have to cut in and go take care of it. They have no allies yet. It says that they have a massive chance of winning because I'm ranked 27. I don't know where Orion's army is, but, you know, whatever. Maybe this is a bad idea. I feel like it's a pretty good idea, to be honest. I'm feeling pretty happy about it. And raising it is pretty tempting, but we're going to seed it. But that did not wipe out their faction, I don't believe. Province secured. No, it did not. So that could be problematic because they're still alive and they probably have a large army, which is why it's ranking them up over me. This may not have been the smartest decision I made. We'll just see how it goes. We'll play this one by ear. We'll just play this one by ear. Alright. I do want to make an upgrade here so I can get Wild Rider, or actually Treekin. Treekin. That would be huge. And then we want to do this one to get Wild Riders. Durthu. Flock of Doom, actually. Flock of Doom is going to be a huge win. Now let's see what happens. Orion's going to come back home, and he's not going to be real pleased with the way that he's been treated. Sword of Daith. The forest of Athel-Loren once again bloom into majesty. Yet all is not well within the woods. Durthu wakes, once wise and kind, but he's now twisted. So, let's see. He exists now to protect the Deepwood against any and all interlopers and blackguards. He can sense them swarming and encroaching upon its bounds, and no tactless fool can be suffered to besmirch the sanctity of the forest. They must all be crushed. Okay, that sounds good. So we have to use Durthu's army to defeat 5 armies or garrisons. Well, I've kind of already done that. You just weren't counting earlier, which... Thanks a lot for the recognition. Really appreciate it. I'm going to put a bit of a guard here. We're definitely going to build up the grapevines to get some extra income. And then there's some of these buildings here that I need for the sake of research. And I would like to have one. And then I was trying to think... I think it's the Hawk Riders. I'd like to get a hold of Hawk Riders as well. But what level? We have to have a level 3 settlement, I think, before we can worry about the Hawk Riders. What is this one? Is we get an extra War Dancer. So we'd have War Dancers. Starfire Shafts. Wow, that'd be pretty nice. What else could we put here that would be useful to us? The wine resources. How about this growth and casualty replenishment? That might be a nice one. I really wish I knew where Orion was at right now. He's probably working his way back towards me in a rather unhappy fashion. Paravan, unknown. So we can't see him. But he's not happy, understandably. He kind of got really betrayed. Giant tree. Kind of backstabbed him. There he is. He just took down Castle Carcassonne or whatever it is. Yeah, so he's not happy. He's got some land to back him up. He got a little bit of reinforcements. I need to pick up. Well, Treeman would be a nice addition to my army, a very nice addition. As would Wild Riders for getting at. But we don't have enough money to upgrade to try and get Wild Riders. At the end of the next turn, we'll have a little more money, though, because we're going to finish this. This is going to get risky here, because we're going to have a very angry Orion after us. A very angry Orion. Hero and Lord recruits. I guess I should have done that before I recruited my Spell Singer, but... Okay. See what happens here. We will see whether or not this was a good idea to go to war with Orion. I thought, they had the one settlement there. I guess I could have done a little research before attacking, but would you all really... You'd probably be more shocked if I did the research before attacking. We are making a little more money now, which is nice. It's 3,500. We don't quite have enough to upgrade, because I would love to get the Wild Riders with shields. That would be a huge boost to my army, as would the Treeman. Treeman, very tanky. Rebellion imminent. Well, ain't that quaint. Well, since Rebellion's imminent, I want to recruit some stuff back that way anyway. Let us, let's head back to town. We're trespassing, whatever. Everybody always hates me anyway, so we'll just go ahead and make it official. Let's first make sure that I run my upgrade here because I want the Wild Riders. Now we can end the turn. If I get a proper army put together here, we'll be in pretty good shape. Even against some fairly tough foes. Averland's down. What's this? Deny their audience. Audience of the Elves. Yeah, I don't really want negative public order right now, clearly. I'm having enough success with public order. Well, hopefully this gets me another level up with Durthu. Who needs a charge bonus? Probably Durthu. Decisive victory, picked up some loot. Eliminate a lord belonging to any of the following factions, enemy of the Wood Elves. Alright. Works for me. Alright, Waterfall Palace is secured momentarily. I do want to go ahead and spend the money on a little bit additional garrison down here in case we get hit, which we very well might. Let's go ahead and get into the city and help impart a little more positive public order. And I wonder, I just curiosity. I doubt it'll happen.
You
But
dare
with these
to
guys
come
taking peace,
before your
no, they're
true
not.
king.
Yeah, they've got enough. They've got enough armies that they're not even thinking about peace at the moment. They're just thinking about taking me into pieces. That's the only thought crossing their minds. One more turn until I can get the wildwood, or the wild riders. Wildwood. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. And can we get the... I think we can get the guys with shields now, though, too. So it would make sense to disband these guys and replace them with the ones... Ooh, we can get Treekin as well. Let's start off getting the Eternal Guards with shields. Those are a nice replacement for the ones because they come with extra melee defense. And missile block chance, which is actually a really big deal when fighting against elves for obvious reasons. Definitely want another of those. Wild Riders with shields are going to be pretty critical. We're going to run out of a lot of money here. Alright, Durthu's got Doomsflock. The Amber Spear does not make a big difference. Weapon strength for all units faction-wide. Could be nice, could be nice. I want to increase the missile damage off of all my forces, so let's work on that. Work on the Awakening so that we can get to this Earth Blood. Alright. No sign of Orion yet. Kind of surprised he hasn't turned up. I'm kind of, any moment now, expecting him to turn up in a very angry and violent fashion. If not, I'm hoping to kind of go catch him off guard elsewhere. Alright, so what does it say? Interlopers into the Trickster's woods have been caught and brought before you for justice. Dance with war or punish the interlopers? I like punishing interlopers. Kill him! Alright, so... seems like we dealt with that in a most gruesome fashion. I think we're going to want a few Treekin. They're going to be quite expensive. But Treekin are going to be a much needed tough spot in our army. Okay, here we go. We're going to need more money too. Money is going to be good because we're pretty much out of it. Durthu. Alright, Durthu. Get the Dryads. Let's maybe cut a unit of Dryad. Actually, let's hold on to the Dryads for just a moment. Let's take a move south. The Waterfall Palace is still all ticked off. Whatever. Get over it, Waterfall Palace. Being a bunch of drama queens. Now, what do you want? Oh, all of a sudden, they might want peace here. But if they're begging for peace, should I give it to them? Because that probably means they're in trouble. Let's not give it to them. If he's asking for peace, that means he needs it. If he needs it, I'm not sure I wish to give it. I don't know what you just said, buddy, but sure. I'm feeling it. Let's disband these guys. Oh, I thought I was gonna... Oh, I can't recruit Hawk Riders down here. What was I thinking? Now that's just stupid. Now I lost my Dryads. But I got the Treekin and stuff. It probably would just help, honestly, to bring on more Glade Guard. Why not spam a little Archer? There we go. Let's do this, and then we'll finish off the Wood Elf faction. Cleanse them of being elves, because we're elves, yes. Alright. Yeah, whatever you say, Durthu. If it means that we're going to smash, then I agree with your sentiments. Wholeheartedly. Durthu smash, we need money. Something down that line. We also need amber. Money and amber. And it looks like Castle Carcassonne or whatever is woefully undefended. And we're gonna catch the elves here with their pants down. Alright, so recruitment cost. Is that faction-wide? No, local. Well, how would that help me recruiting with local armies? Because you can't really recruit anything. That's stupid. Alright, whatever. Mining pit. Gives us income and extra resources. But this one provides the casualty replenishment. And yeah, but I mean, if I do those everywhere... That one's all forces. So if you ended up building a whole bunch of these, like, you'd eventually kind of slowly work up some pretty nice bonuses. Growth faction-wide, income faction-wide. So I mean, like, adding a whole bunch of these all over the place could actually be a pretty big deal. Let's build that. I'm gonna cut off, go take care of little air for a second, and I will be right back. Yeah, so when you're a little kid and it's the middle of winter and you want the fan on. Sure, son, sure, why not? Alright. Poor kid. Hope he doesn't get cold. Here we go. We've got these guys in a bit of a hurt. If I up this, there'll be more buildings I can build. But honestly, I just don't even have a lot of money right now. Oh, we can upgrade the Oak of Ages because we have enough amber, which we should do. Public order everywhere, upkeep for all units. That's a big deal. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Invest our amber into the Oak of Ages. There is the enemy. Ah, they've come down and sieged me. Excellent. We'll just get this fight over with right here and now. Returning leaves. Casualty replenishment rate is up. Okay. Well, whoa, that's a lot of tree kin. Now, how is Orion packing this many tree kin here? He's not getting charged amber. Well, now that's weird. So, if you play as Orion, this stuff should cost you amber, but it doesn't. It's charging him amber for the stuff that cost me amber. Rather, that looks like a glitch that CA needs to fix. It should be charging him amber for the tree kin, and not for the Azrai spear. Does that make sense? He's under the same campaign conditions that I am, which is kind of backwards. We get a few extra reinforcements here. What's this one? Leadership +5. It probably would do the best to have it on a Dryad unit. I don't think they have great leadership. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to try and take down Orion. He has an extra tree kin over me, which does concern me. And he's got these guys with the swift shiver shards. Though I think that I match him for numbers in archers. And I've got the mobility advantage with the wild riders. And I also have healing with the lore of life, the spell singer. So, advantages on both sides. The Azrai spears are some quite nice infantry as well. For an elf. So we'll see what we can do. We definitely need to get at their archers with our wild riders. Ooh. I attacked them, so they're going to get to hill camp. I wonder if I position myself far over here. Yeah, let's position myself way over this way.
Awaiting orders.
I'm going to kind of come in a smaller ball here so I can maneuver better. And let's get Durthu in here. And then our spell singer. And then what I'm thinking is we should be able to do it out of sight. Let's deploy the 2 dryads from behind the hill here. And then same thing with the wild riders, and we can come crashing down from behind with a few units. And then what we'll do is we will try to outmaneuver them onto the hill and force them into a poor position, and then we'll use these units just to keep the AI busy. So let's start it. Alright, here we go. Ooh, I also have the Flock of Doom. That's kind of a big deal. Let's kind of move up.
Cavalry! Swiftly!
Keep some of these guys in a good position. Yeah, the AI is turning to face me. I think we can force them to give up the hill position, which would leave us in excellent shape. And there's no reason to not start hitting these guys with Flock of Doom. And since I have my Lore of Life, I should be able to heal Durthu from any miscasting. Ooh, the AI, though, is coming straight at me. So let's try and take up a position, actually. They're still out of range for Flock of Doom, just outside of range. I'd like to get several of these War Dancers. There we go, come on, get them all. We did. Okay, we're still running away from them. Let's swing around onto their flanks and then start swinging in behind. They are pushing up straight at me. 26 seconds till we can get Flock of Doom back. I want to kind of keep stalling until I can get my Wild Riders in position. Same thing with the Dryads over here. Pull these in. And I'd like to stall for another Doom Flock too. Ooh, we're going to start getting shot in the side. That's not good. Let's start trying to put a little pressure over here to keep these guys busy, because we're taking shots. There we go. Do some more Flock of damage. Let's see if we can pressure some of these guys. Alright, I'm going to pause it real quick because my guys are really bunched up. I'm going to pull my Treekin forward to kind of form up a front line, and I'm going to swing some spearmen out to the flanks. And I want my Glade Guard a little further back where I can keep them safe. And then Durthu pop up right up front. And then let's get our... It's 11 mana, extended duration, 28 seconds. I don't know if we need an extended duration. Let's save some of the mana, because then it'll only be 8. And let's see, I want to make sure Durthu is included in this grouping. There we go. Alright, let's hit play. I'm going to try and get a quick charge in on some of these archer units. Dryads down here. Wow, we're taking a pretty good throttling from all these guys. Just put a quick charge in. Alright, get out of there. Right, they've got a lot of protection from all the Treekin, so let's stay out of their range. And let's see, so Durthu's into the Azrai Spears, War Dancers, Dryads. Let's get into these guys. Keep pushing down the hill with the Dryads. Yeah, sorry I'm pausing. I'm kind of tired. It's been a long day at work, so I'm giving myself a bit of an advantage here. Alright. I'll stop. I'll stop. Alright, everybody unload. Actually, let's start taking down their archers. Okay, let's see. Just keep an eye on Durthu. Let's push these archers out of the way. Stay safe. Push in. Let's get around over here and behind some of these guys. We're doing some really good damage. Oh, we're losing some Treekin right here. Actually, let's... Crap, we lost the Treekin. Let's throw our Eternal Guard in here and see if we can hold on to that. Okay, took out more archers.
For the eternal realm.
Okay. Let's focus down Orion. Crap. Okay, more of the Treekin have committed, so let's push in with the Wild Riders. We need some healing. I'm losing a lot more of my Treekin than I would like. Okay, Orion is getting peppered hardcore. He is dropping very, very quickly. Ah, crap, I didn't mean to bunch up on these guys. Push through here. Push these guys off. Okay, Orion's about to drop, and that should be a battle changer. Come on, get out of the way already. Okay, Orion's down. I'm gonna start targeting some of these other units. Push through. Push on into here. Alright, we are wasting this infantry over here now. Where's my spell singer? No, Durthu. That'll do it. Doom flock a bunch of those archers that are all blobbed up. And this infantry over here is getting wasted. Should be able to turn around and do the same here. I feel like we have this completely under control now. Triads, push these guys off. Oh, this Treeman got a hold of me. That's what's holding me up. Get moving again. Okay, we pushed out more infantry. Alright, just fight the Treeman, please. And let's get our Eternal, or Glade Guard together. We've wiped out most of these guys. Let's finish off these Treeman. The Treeman are going to really be tricky to finish off. We just need to break the morale of the overall... Yep, there we go. That'll do it. Now we got rid of them. So, our advantages definitely worked out for us there. Keeping Durthu in very good health. Orion just got absolutely wasted by a lot of Glade Guard. He does not have good armor. So, that was enough to handle him. But, I mean, the Treeman they had definitely could have made a difference if we weren't able to get rid of Orion and tip the battle into our favor overall. Sorry, Orion. There's a new king in the woods, buddy. And it ain't you. Tough luck, chump. I wish that we could play like the... Is it Guns N' Roses? Like the Welcome to the Jungle song? That's what we should be playing as a theme song right now for Durthu. What do y'all think? Tell me if you even know that song. A lot of you probably don't. I think I'm going to grab another Treeman, honestly, to put into this army. It'd make the most sense. That way I've got plenty of stable line, because it's going to take me a couple turns to replenish there anyway. Picked up some loot, which we can use. It would take 6,000 plus amber to upgrade there. Oak of Ages is 3 turns away. That'll actually free up a little bit of money for us. And, whoa, we got 4 skill points here. We got some serious skill pointage there. So we're going to up the missile damage. 15% for our army, which is great. And then I'm going to actually start upping the ammunition level as well. Because we can get up to 18% more ammunition too. I don't know if that makes a huge difference. It should make a noticeable difference. This one right here that gives us extra weapon damage and missile resistance could be handy. Oh, well this one heals though whenever casting, so let's do that instead. So give her that ability. Alright. I don't know if this was the best start. Still don't know if I'm in great shape because I've never played this campaign before, but I would say that we certainly have these guys on the run. How about a counter offer? Become my vassal. That's the only way that this war is ending. You don't have to pay me the 3,000, but you will become my vassal. Alright. And they've agreed. So, I've turned Orion into my you-know-what. I'll let you all fill in the sentence there. Keeping it G-rated, folks. Keeping it G-rated. Alright, so... But yeah, we've taught Orion who the real king of the woods is here. And that's also changed my strength rating quite a bit. But these guys over here, they act like they're really the tough guys in the woods. So do they. Both of them have a higher strength rating than me still. Maybe we should consider the swift betrayal method on them as well. Because if we consolidate all of our power here, get the extra amber from having the vassal, that could be a lot of fun. I like the sweet flute music going on back there. It's definitely setting the tone. I wish I could just get these guys to cooperate, but I don't have enough military power to even have them consider cooperating at the moment. And honestly, the settlements that they're sitting on are what I want. They're more valuable to me because I can put like real buildings there, not just the lame stuff that goes into the like little outpost. Okay. So the question is, like, what kind of armies do they have? I don't think they've got a good enough army to stop me if I tried to hammer these guys. Should we consolidate power? Should we be the Imperial Tree? I'm certainly considering it. Subjugating Orion was pretty funny.
Your prestige grows,
He's gonna be worthless, though, come to think of it.
News of your conquests spreads far and wide.
Well, that's good.
Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
Armor for elf infantry and cavalry, ammunition for all units. Good. Good. Oak of Ages is done. That's why my income went up just a little bit. Alright, the casualty replenishment rate for all forces, that's going to be crazy handy, actually. I'm not making a lot of money. Trade would be handy, but I doubt I have a lot of open trade route potential at the moment, just because of where I'm at. I could really only trade with the other elves, and they're not going to be worth much. Honestly, I think that it would be very much in my favor to just clean up the other elf factions. Yeah, I mean, cleaning them up is just gonna
Lady of the Glade.
give me room to do what I need to do. Do they have defenses here? Yes, they do. Whew. Yeah, I mean, they would have a lot of troops there. That would be somewhat problematic. And same thing over here. That's my only real issue at the moment, is I don't know how well I can clean them out.
Valiant Lord.
Let's check here. Maybe we can make friends with these guys yet. So they hate this Paravan faction, I believe. Or Bordelot, or whatever it is. Maybe we should focus on them. If I focus on Bordelot, maybe that makes the most sense. Let's do it. I'm gonna focus on them. Let's pop out here and give them a quick... Actually, that's not Bordelot. Well, whoever it is, they're about to die. Paravan. Let's just make sure that they don't have any strong allies. They are militarily allied with Bordelot. Or no, they're military allied with Bastogne, which is here. And they are trading with Bordelot, I think. Hold on, let me get it straight. Yeah, Paravan. Yeah, they're trading with Bastogne and Bordelot, and they are defensive allies. So I'd pretty much be picking a war with a lot of these guys, but none of them are very strong. So I don't feel a lot of fear for doing this. And it's just going to give me much needed amber. I'm going to go ahead and just seed it. Part of me would like to raise it because I need the income. None of these buildings really give me any decent income. Casualty replenishment. Yeah, I mean, this is the only one that gives me any income. And it's not much. It's pretty mediocre. We need to go hit Paravan, and we'll just kind of keep pushing. I don't think that the Wood Elf faction can really even make an effective army. Depends on who these guys are under siege from. Castle Bastogne is under siege. Look at that. Marienburg took over Mucian? Or Mucian? Yeah. However you say that one. I've got some money to spend. We should probably run some upgrades. Look at that. Marienburg just took that one too. Quest successful. Have 3 treekins with Durthu. Move any character to the following region. Vols, Anvil. Okay. That doesn't seem like it would be that hard. Just take my spell singer here and... Oh, wait a minute. Well, I guess it is that hard because I actually have to go under the forest here. So let's just move over. There we go. Oh no, we're trespassing. Alright, so now we can win the battle for the Sword of Faith. That would be pretty sweet. We're gonna head out and go take Paravan. Oh, what? Really? These guys had a giant army. Good. Wow. Whatever. It's a good thing I didn't really have anything important down there. They're like, sweet, the giant tree left. Move in. These guys are gonna get wrecked. Yeah, I'm gonna move in right down here and get ready to bushwhack these guys. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Elven Steed, that'll be handy for our spell singer so she can get around quicker. And Flesh to Stone. I'm thinking, yeah, let's do this weapon damage and missile resistance in the turn here. The Warherds come. Okay, well, they're a little north of me. Alright, let's get up here and take out this giant army for Parabon. It's kind of a weird yeoman spam army. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do well. Some of them are mounted yeomen, too. Yeomen, whatever the heck they are. Whatever the heck they are, they're dead. They're fertilizer. That's the way I see all my enemies now, is fertilizer. And Durthu has need of a great deal of fertilizer if the forest is to spread. So let's see. I'm going to keep my anti-large units to the flanks with the dryads. That kind of makes the most sense. Let's just throw a treekin down the center because they should trash any infantry that they run into. And honestly, I'm just going to kind of play a little bit defensively here. Keep my Glade Guards safe from cavalry. Durthu, my Spell Singer, and then I'm just going to hold the Wild Riders back here to help defend the Glade Guard whenever I have to pull back. Definitely have some serious missile strength going on with this army. Yeah, we're up to 23 missile damage on our Glade Guard with 23 ammunition. We got some pretty sick melee stats on these Glade Guard. Other than obviously lacking a charge bonus.
Yes. Quickly, cavalry. Eternal guard.
Okay, let's get my Glade Guard back because I'm already being YOLO charged. A little bit late on the retreat, but at least we've lured in a lot of the mounted yeomen. Let's go ahead and doom flock this precious little blob. Glade Guard back here. I'm gonna start singling out some of this mounted yeoman cavalry. They are doing a little damage and I'm not pleased about it. How's my Spell Singer getting attacked? Get back here, Durthu. My little reindeer back here getting shot. Keep my little reindeer back here. Okay, Durthu chased off their lord with some take Durthu. Oops. Alright, give me Durthu back. Durthu there. Over their archers. And then Durthu, their lord came back, so I'm gonna need your help back here, putting a foot in someone's head.
Your command, go!
Alright, that got rid of their archers, for the most part. Still got a couple of them.
We stand ready. Eternal guard.
My trees are holding up good back here. Yeah, you better run. Pin him down, reindeer boys. let Durthu catch up. Durthu is not happy.
Order ever ready.
Okay. Alright, their lord once again got his head smashed.
Ready and aim.
Let's put these guys under a defensive stance. Start firing this way.
Forever loyal.
Okay, I think we've got their guys on the run. There we go. Pretty easy victory. The Treeman were way too sturdy to potentially be taken down. I didn't even have to use my, I didn't even use my healing properly here, to be honest. So, still got the job done. No big concerns coming out of that one. Durthu, do you like Durthu with that flock of doom? Just eating up big balls of Bretonnian peasants. It's an effective way to get things done. Alright. So we changed hands a little bit here. I'm gonna build this casualty replenishment one. Just so I can get replen quick and get back into the fight. I am done for this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and finish by stocking up on the ammunition, and then we'll do the Sight Beyond Sight and Hallow the Forest. And then we'll kind of work from there. We need to do the Sword of Daith. All that coming in the next episode. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Dig in your roots. Get ready for another episode. Maybe with more bad puns. HeirofCarthage signing out.